It looks like things are heating up between them. Alina finally got her first kiss from Caleb. Hey my beautiful peeps, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. In today's video, I'll be recapping episode 4 of Before the 90 Days. It's called Ghosts from the Past. Before I do that though, I would like to address something. Now I know that we're all different, we all have different opinions, and that's great because that's what makes things fun. It would be really boring if we all had the same opinion, right? But what I'm not going to tolerate, because this is a nice channel, you know, nice positive channel, we can have nice healthy discussions, but what I'm not going to tolerate is people attacking other people, personal attacks under my video. If I see any of that, it's hard for me to sometimes keep up with the comments, especially when my videos have like 80,000 views and over 1,000 comments. But if I see something like that, you're just gonna get blickety blocked because I'm not gonna tolerate that. Let's keep it focused on the show, on the cast members, and be respectful. And some of you have to remember, at the end of the day, this is a show. This is what TLC, the production, wants. Okay, they want to get a rise out of people, so there's no need to attack one another. Let's keep it cute. And for those that don't like my style of video, you can kick rocks. It doesn't bother me at all. I do what I can to avoid getting copyright because you guys don't know the trouble that I go through so that you can see these, you know, little sneak peeks. Trust me, it's a headache, but I do it because I want to have you guys entertained. But like I said, if you don't like it, go to another channel. It's cool. Before I do start with the recap, I do have a pinned comment which will get a shout out. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name, but Munu Chamling, thank you so much for your comment. Now that that's all out the way, let's get into this recap. I'll be starting with Caleb and Alina. It's the first morning waking up together in Turkey, and it's kind of surreal for Caleb because they've known each other for 13 years, and now they're here in the same bed waking up with each other. Caleb was so sweet enough to bring Alina coffee while in bed.
Cream.
This is good.
Just like the Turks do.
I wanted an American coffee, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well maybe you'll get lucky. We didn't have sex, didn't even kiss. I just wasn't feeling it. There's things getting in my head. I'm realizing our physical differences, and I was really tired from this trip. It's not the ideal setup for magic to happen.
Caleb asked Alina how her night was, and she said, well, do you want me to be honest? And he said, yes. And she said, well, she was a little bit upset because he went to take his shower and she went to wash her face, which took around 10 minutes. And by the time she was done, Caleb was knocked out. Alina asked him, well, where were my cuddles? And Caleb said, well, it took 10 minutes to wash your face and that he was tired. So it was lights out. And he said to Alina, well, you're getting your cuddles now. And she said, yeah, but I wanted them yesterday. Alina is kind of hurt because she wanted affection from Caleb. It has been 13 years and they've always wanted to meet each other and do stuff together. And now that they're together, nothing happened.
It just felt like you weren't excited or anything. And it's not like I'm begging you for it. No, I'm not begging. I mean, it's okay. I'm not like a thirsty ass bitch. Why are you laughing? Like, it's all fun. It's like a joke for you or something. I don't get it.
I'm just in a good mood today. Like, now that I've slept, I'm in like a whole different world, different energy. And I'm happy to be here.
Caleb moves Alina over a little closer to him and she says it feels nice hugging him. Alina does feel like Caleb is warming up to her and she likes that his big arms are wrapped around her. It makes her feel small and protected. She also says that he has a really nice body and it's fun to touch and she wants to touch more. Alina's a little freak. Caleb then says to Alina, are you ready to see your gifts? And Alina said, I hope that they're good. He then hands her a little box.
I think you'll like this a lot. This is a little piece of home.
Oh. It's Tumblestones are made from tumbleweed. Tumbleweed. Oh, so it's like basically made from trash kind of thing that nobody wants and like uses.
I would say it's a recycled necklace.
Oh, eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly.
Oh, that I like. Okay.
Caleb has more to show her. He actually had bought a backpack, which he would use to carry Alina in it if they decide to go hiking, because she gets tired when she walks for a long period of time. And then obviously with her wheelchair, it might be a bit hard for her to go hiking. Alina was kind of touched that Caleb had thought of a different way that they could spend time together. Caleb feels that they have a lot of chemistry together, and today he's going to meet Elijah. He's a little bit apprehensive though, because it may be a little bit awkward because Elijah's going to be like the third wheel. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. They finally meet up, and Caleb said to Elijah, "You look stunning." Now Elijah's role is to protect Alina while they're in Turkey. He needs to feel out Caleb to see if he's a good guy or not. He doesn't want to be judgmental, he's just there to gather the facts.
What did you do when you first saw Alina? Did you kiss her?
Like, Alina's great. Like, I agree
But
nothing.
Alina's great, but
I just fell asleep.
Okay.
Yeah. it's so
Really?
fun, right?
Yesterday you saw the girl that you wanted to saw for 13 years, and then you just fall asleep.
Caleb said, well, if you flew 20 hours plus, you haven't slept in 2 days, would you be excited to get laid? Or would you want to sleep and feel good? Elijah then asked Caleb if he at least kissed Alina, to which Caleb said no. Elijah's first impression of Caleb isn't really a good one. He thinks it's a bit weird that Caleb hasn't kissed Alina. Caleb has mixed feelings about Elijah tagging along. He's wondering if it's going to be this way every time they're around each other. He feels that Elijah is causing unnecessary drama. Alina steps in and says, we shouldn't talk about this anymore. Let's just go into town and see the sights. Which sounds like a better idea to me, because I'm definitely feeling some tood from Elijah. Elijah is showing Caleb how to maneuver the wheelchair, and Alina can feel the tension between them. Elijah was being a little bit snarky, but maybe because he just wants the best for his friend. I don't know. What do you think? They arrive at the mosque, which is absolutely beautiful, and Caleb wants to explore the second floor. He asked Alina if she wants to go with him and he can carry her up the stairs. She declines and says that she'll just wait downstairs while him and Elijah take a look at the second floor.
You know, Caleb, some things will be a little hard with Alina because maybe she don't want to go somewhere. Maybe it's just uncomfortable for her. So you need to really get used to it and respect it.
Well, she seemed to be fine waiting down below.
Elijah says that the man that is to be with Alina should treat her like a queen, and he's not seeing that much from Caleb. Elijah is there to protect Alina and feels that in the future Caleb needs to change his behavior. They're now at dinner, and Caleb is not too stoked that Elijah is with them too, because Elijah has been tagging along all day. Caleb went to Turkey to pursue Alina romantically. They haven't kissed, and he wants more time with Alina privately, you know, without Elijah.
Now notice that you fulfill your glass first, not hers, and you don't even have an
He's
invitation.
American. Americans usually are not gentlemen.
So good choice, Alina.
I mean, I'm not. It's not my fault. He's American.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty functional person. I feel like Elijah's making this out to be like you need more help than you do.
The server hands them the drinks, and Caleb takes a sip without doing a cheers. Elijah thought that was super disrespectful. Caleb apologizes and says that he was just super thirsty. Elijah just rolled his eyes. I feel like Elijah is just waiting to pick at anything that Caleb does. It's like, no matter what he does, Elijah's gonna have something to say. Alina says that they should do a toast, and that Caleb should be the one to do it. Caleb toasts by saying, to my best friend and her best friend, and coming to Turkey. Alina's like, wait, what? I'm one of your best friends? Caleb said, yeah, you're one of my best friends. And Alina made a face. I don't think she was quite impressed. She wasn't expecting to be labeled as a best friend. And then they cheers. Now Elijah wants to know more about Caleb's so-called best friends, since that's what he calls Alina. Caleb said, I don't keep track of my best friends. And then he went on to say, whoever he's seeing at that time is his focus. He cares about Alina and she knows that. It's not in question. Caleb said that he's dated a lot of women during the time that him and Alina were not connected, but he didn't have the same connection with them as he does with Alina after all of these years. And now that they're finally together, Alina is his focus. Caleb wants to know more about Alina since she hasn't said too much at the table. So because Elijah has been the one grilling him, he asked Elijah, what was Alina's last relationship? Elijah responded by saying, it was such a mess. And then Caleb said, well, how long did it last? Elijah said he didn't remember. And then Alina said, around 6 months.
Caleb knows that I was dating, but he doesn't know the whole story. There is some secret that I'm afraid is gonna ruin everything. I've been living with this ex-boyfriend kind of until recently. He doesn't know that.
Who broke it off?
When I was tired, he was tired, and we just like...
Now Alina didn't tell Caleb about her living situation with her ex because she was afraid that Caleb wouldn't pursue her anymore and that he would back off. Alina knows that she needs to come clean and tell Caleb the truth as soon as possible. But she's scared that when he finds out the truth, that he's going to think that she's a liar and maybe suspicious as to what else is she hiding from him, which there is nothing else at all. Elijah leaves the restaurant to head back to his room, and so do Caleb and Alina. Caleb likes that he's finally alone with Alina, and it just feels right. There's now a sense of peace that wasn't there before when Elijah was around. Caleb really wants the romantic side of their relationship to work out. The more time that he spends with Alina is the more comfortable that he'll get with her, and he feels that their connection is progressing.
Oh my god.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well, hey there.
Hi.
It looks like things are heating up between them. Alina finally got her first kiss from Caleb. That's pretty much all with Caleb and Alina. I'm excited to see how things will progress. On to Kimberly and Usman, aka Soulja Boy. Poor Kim. Her ankles have been swollen for the past 2 days from flying all the way from the US to Tanzania. Kimberly is trying to look her best because Usman has invited her to his team meeting. And after that, she's hoping to spend some alone time with him. Before Kim arrives at the meeting, Badmus asks Usman if he spent the night in Kimberly's room.
I did not spend the night in her room.
But did you guys spend time together?
Yeah, we do. Like, we had a very good time. I go to her room and oh my god, bro. She got me a laptop. She got me the latest video game.
Yeah, wow. Well, you're catching feelings.
I must be. I do care about this woman.
Now it's time to talk about business. Rosary's manager reached out to Badmus because Rosary wants to meet Usman. Rosary is a very big star in Tanzania, and Badmus has set up a meeting later on for Usman and her to meet. Slam T told Usman that this would be a good opportunity for his career, and Usman said it's a great idea and it's not a problem. Kimberly arrives at the meeting, and Slam T thinks that Usman cares about Kimberly a lot, and when they're in public places, they're holding hands, and Slam T doesn't think it's the greatest idea because anybody can see them take a picture, pop it online, and people are gonna be like, well, here he goes again, he's with an older woman, and that's just not good for his image.
Kimbali. So we're having some kind of a little plan about a lady, but she's an artist. and she heard that I'm around, so she wants us to meet.
Is it like a date or something?
No, not date.
It kind of looks like a date, but it's a meeting. Like it's a business meeting.
Date.
I don't know if you will be fine with that.
No. I'll bring Kimberly.
Kim says that maybe Usman should go to the meeting alone, and his crew agrees. Now Slam T sighed, and Kimberly snapped, "Why did you breathe like that? And what was that all about?" Slam T just said, "It's okay, it's fine. Kimberly can go with Usman."
What the hell is going on? Because you invited me here. So why are we going to meet some other chick? I don't understand. A part of me is wondering if his team planned this on purpose, like to push me out of the way, so maybe they can show me like, hey, this is the kind of woman that Usman should be dating. If I do see any kind of like flirty thing going on with Usman and this chick, then I mean, I will get up. I'll flip the table and I'll walk out because I don't play that. So.
Later on, they arrive at the restaurant to meet Rosary, and Kimberly said to Usman, "Well, why are we here?" And Usman said, "Well, we're here to talk about business." Kimberly is finding it tough because she's only there for a limited amount of time, and she feels that Usman should be prioritizing his time to be spent one-on-one with her, even though she does want to be supportive of him. Now, she was starting to cop a bit of an attitude and thought maybe she should have stayed at the hotel. Usman said that he thought it was a good idea if he had brought her with him, because if not, she would just be in the hotel room alone, and he doesn't want her to feel like, okay, she's here because of him going to the meeting. And Kimberly said, well, maybe it would have been better that way. I feel like if he had left her in the hotel room by herself, she would have had an issue with that as well, because then she'd be wondering, oh, well, what are they doing? You know, are they flirting with each other? Who knows?
You shouldn't be, because like, you know who is coming, you know why she's coming. I don't know her.
Okay.
I've never met her.
Thank you. For you, man. Oh, it feels so good. Wine for you.
Okay, drop it.
Usman.
Kimberly and Usman are about to meet Rosary, and she's one of the biggest hip-hop stars in East Africa. Usman is now thinking that, oh gosh, maybe this was a mistake inviting her, because now that Kimberly is pissed, he doesn't want any tension during the meeting. Rosary arrives and welcomes them both to Tanzania. She orders some water in Swahili, and then Usman decided to say,
Your tongue is so sweet.
Really? My
Swahili
dad.
is so sweet. Yeah, like, so I actually want to like have some help from you for now.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to have like dancers, because I would like to have dancers.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
I'll hook you guys up. I got you,
Okay.
man. No worries about that.
Yeah.
I'm one call away.
Kim knows that this is a business meeting, but right now she feels kind of like a third wheel. Rosary is young, she's beautiful, and Kimberly is thinking like, hey, am I the grandma in the group? Rosary said to Usman, I know why you're here, but why is Kimberly here? Is she here to look pretty? Usman explains to Rosary that Kim was a fan, and now they've been talking for a while, and they had a feeling that they wanted to meet in person, and further explained that this is the first time that they're seeing each other and they're just wanting to get to know one another. Rosary said, oh, she's a fan and more, and Usman says that he likes that. And Kim says, a fan to potential. And Rosary said, a potential to what? And Usman said, well, if all goes well, then they plan to be together, and then marriage. Now, Usman has never mentioned marriage to Kim before, so her hearing what he said to Rosary surprised her. At first, Kimberly was a little bit threatened by Rosary, but in the ending, the meeting went well. But she still feels like it was a setup between Badmus and Slam T to sabotage their relationship, and she has to be prepared for more shady-ish in the future. Now, Kimberly said she doesn't deal well with shady-ish, so it won't be pretty. Now, I knew my girl Kimberly doesn't play. I could just tell. That's pretty much all with Kimberly and Usman. Up next is Gino and Jasmine. It's the next morning, and Jasmine asked Gino how did he sleep, and he said, great.
Last night, I was very surprised about Gino's performance. I wasn't expecting him being kind of savage. And everything was working better than I expected. Yes, you did a good job.
Gino said, just for the record, I didn't need those little blue pills. I was just fine. Ooh, Gino, you sound like you rocked her world. Jasmine said she wasn't expecting that last night, and Gino's performance wasn't average. It was outstanding. Although the sex was good, Jasmine did say to Gino, "You stop wearing your hat," which he did when the lights were turned off. So she couldn't see his head, but she had a good feel, you know, felt around, and it felt all right. It gave her an idea on how his head shape is, and she liked it. Feels like a baby. Now, Gino is excited to spend the day with Jasmine because they're going to Old Town. Old Town is very important to Panamanians and they're very proud of it. So she wants to take Gino to see it. They stop into a souvenir shop. Jasmine said to Gino, instead of having things in your house that are from your old trips, why not get some new things to replace those things and things that will remind Jasmine of Panama and not his stupid ex-wife.
Stupid?
You have a problem?
I don't think you need to say she's stupid, but...
Oh, she's intelligent. Your wonderful, perfect ex-wife?
No, I just don't think you should say stupid. She's just my ex-wife, and that's that.
She's stupid to me.
Jasmine hates that Gino has a past because he was married before to a woman that was from Brazil. And Jasmine has seen before in video chats that Gino's house just screams of his ex-wife. Jasmine said that if Gino is expecting a future together and she's to move to the United States, then she doesn't want to live in a house that somebody else decorated. Gino picks up some magnets and Jasmine said, "We're going to forget about the ghosts from the past. They're dead." Gino has learned to avoid talking about his exes with Jasmine because it doesn't end very well. But there are things that Jasmine doesn't know about his exes. Knowing what he knows about Jasmine's jealousy, Gino worries about what Jasmine would do if she ever found out that Gino is still friends with one of his exes. Well, I can tell you what will happen, Gino. That's pretty much all with Gino and Jasmine. It wasn't too exciting at all. Maybe next episode we'll see some drama. On to Memphis and Hamza. Memphis and Hamza are leaving the airport and Memphis says to him, "Well, how are we getting home? Do you drive?" And Hamza said his friend. The language barrier is definitely a factor. And Memphis is finding things awkward and a lot more difficult than she expected.
What? Why this? Look,
Why?
no. I have you. You had a picture of yourself.
No understand, baby.
You have picture of you.
Yes.
I have picture of you. You know picture of me.
Memphis feels that Hamza is trying to hide her from everyone because he doesn't have her on his phone. I got mine on my phone. Memphis is nervous because she wants Hamza to like her and think that she's beautiful. She wants Hamza to have those same feelings for her as he did when they were messaging each other. Memphis said to him that she just wants to make sure that he likes her. And he says that he does, and he's happy. Then Memphis says to Hamza, "Do you want sexy time tonight?" My man Hamza was starting to look stressed. And Memphis said to Hamza, "Is there something that you want to tell me?"
Told me not to sleep before marriage.
What? You're not
I
gonna-
am not with you.
You're not gonna be with me? Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Okay.
I asked you a lot of times, where am I gonna sleep? You said I'm gonna sleep with you. So you told me a lie.
Memphis is pissed that Hamza lied, and there's 2 weeks before the wedding, and it's important to her that they share a bed to see if intimacy is there, because if it's not, it's gonna be a huge problem. Memphis is also worried about meeting his family because She was married once. She has 2 kids by 2 different men. She wants his family to accept her and love her the same way that Hamza does. Hamza is scared because both Memphis and his mother have strong personalities, and it's important for his mother to agree on them getting married.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous.
No, it's okay. You are welcome.
Come on, baby, stay.
Oh my gosh.
Hamza's sister asked him how he feels, and Hamza said, well, at first he was nervous, but after meeting, he feels alright. Memphis thanks them for allowing her to stay in their home. They're so sweet. They said to Memphis that it's her home now and that she has a room. Now this heifer Memphis said right in front of his mother and sister, well, where is Hamza going to sleep? The sister was like, right there. Hamza's sister is happy that Memphis is there and is staying with them, and she hopes to get to know her and her personality. The mother, on the other hand, can't trust Memphis just yet. She needs a little bit more time to see if Memphis is good or not. And that's something that can't be determined on the first day. Hamza helps Memphis with her luggage to her room, and Memphis decides to have a chat with him.
If we can't have sexy time before we get married, then that's going to be a problem.
I am understand, yeah.
So how are we going to have sexy time if mom is here?
You and mother go sleep and you come here as you, okay?
When?
At home.
Tonight? You going to come tonight?
Yes.
Memphis said, well, what about if they get a hotel room instead? Hamza said, why? Are you scared? And Memphis said, well, she's a guest in the house and she wants to be respectful. Memphis needs to see if they have sexual chemistry before getting married, because if they don't, marriage is not happening. And it's important that she respects Hamza's mother's rules, because she can make or break the marriage. Now, I don't know about you, but if I hear sexy time one more time, she is getting on my last nerves with that. She's acting like a horny teenager or something.
Let's get up.
Okay, baby. Okay.
I go to bathroom, get dressed.
Oh, Hamza. Hi. Hamza.
Masaya ka dyan.
Huh? Sorry, man.
Saba.
Busted! Yikes. Hamza's mom did not look happy at all. You know what? Rightfully so. They should have opted for a hotel room like Memphis suggested. In my opinion, both of them were disrespectful. What do you think? That's pretty much all for that couple. I cannot wait to see what happens in the next episode. Ooh, things are not gonna go over well at all. His mom, the look on her face. That wraps up my recap. Overall, it was an okay episode. I did enjoy it. Curious to see how things are gonna progress with Caleb and Alina. Seeing some mixed comments online, so I cannot wait to see. And things might get a little bit spicy as well. I see Kim is starting to like, I don't know, might be seeing some drama really soon. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. I'd definitely like to see, and hopefully pin another comment. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!